Broncos week. Maybe not as big of a deal as Raiders week, but nonetheless, pretty good rivalry. Well, I mean, definitely top NFL rivalry. But yeah, a step below. I would say a notch below Raiders week, but a notch above Chargers week. I would say. You agree with that, JD? It goes Raiders week, Broncos week, then Chargers week. If you had ranked the rivalries.
You said Raiders, Broncos, then Chargers?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I agree with you. Proximity, because Denver's just right there.
It's true.
Yeah. Never liked those guys. I don't know why. I always hate playing in the stadium, obviously because of the altitude and whatnot. But
yeah, there were certain players that I grew up. It was when you played that I always remember. When I think of the Broncos, I think it was Al Wilson, the linebacker.
Al Wilson was a hammerhead.
He was.
Yo,
he could lay the wood.
Oh my goodness. Yo, I hit Al one time, and we both like, bam, just hit each other. We both looked. He's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, God, dog, it sucks. And then, of course, after the game, we always came, and gave love to one another. Man, good hit. He's like, man, I hit you, man. I seen you today. He said, Dunn, I seen you coming. You just going to try to blindside me. I said, yeah, I almost got you. Almost got you slipping. What's his name, too, man? I couldn't stand, I like Al. What's his name? I can't think of it. Outside linebacker.
Oof.
Romanowski?
Oh, yeah, Romanowski. Yeah.
30 sucker.
Yeah.
Him and TG used to go at it all the time. I was like, look, I used to give that joke in the business too. Like, hey, don't try that. And sometimes when you see guys doing, my baby said my microphone's going out. What about now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're getting a lot of comments about the audio issue. I think it's a lagging effect on YouTube right now. I don't.
Oh.
Because I hear you fine.
They okay?
Yeah.
So the thing is, it's always challenging those guys. Romanowski was something, when you see him do something nasty, that's always, they said it's bad. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Marcus. Let me switch this thing up.
Which he says it's YouTube. Everyone's saying it's YouTube. It's not. It's not a you thing, JD.
Okay. Can you hear me now? Can you still hear me?
I can still hear you. Yeah.
All right. So I just took this. Neff said, nasty, dirty dude, man. Romanowski was a nasty dude. He sure was, and he wore that with pride, being a nasty guy. Remember when he sat there and spit in J.J. Stokes' face? Oh,
yeah.
I'd have tried to fight that sucker every single play, every single game, maybe at the locker room. Ain't nobody spitting in my face and you getting away with it. I'm just getting a fine. This is what's going to be. And you best believe it is going to be a fight on site. It's going to be on site. And we're talking about when you see somebody, it had to be on site, Marcus. I'm telling you. Ain't no way. Like spit in your face? Over. What you do with somebody spit in your face, Marcus? What are you going to do with that, man?
Whew, man.
You got to hold yourself back from that, or you going at it?
Well, if you're during a game, if a referee sees it, I'm not going to do anything about that. I want to be the beneficiary of that. But no one sees that. Then I mean, what am I going to do? I mean, hit a guy in a face mask, especially a big linebacker like that. I mean, I did get into scuffles, JD. I did get into scuffles, but myself, a slot receiver, the high school middle linebacker versus a Bill Romanowski. I don't know about that. I know he's a crazy psychopath, so I don't know if I'm doing anything about that.
Hey, listen, okay? I'm gonna tell you somebody out here. It's my nephew, okay? Talking to him, all right? My nephew's probably 5'10", standing on a phone book, okay? Scrappy's been a fighter his whole life. And I would watch him take big dudes to task all the time. And he didn't care how big a dude was, didn't matter how mean a guy was. My nephew wasn't taking nothing. It wasn't going to happen. If somebody spit on you, the old saying goes, when somebody spits on you, they saying you don't even deserve to live. That's like the biggest disrespect somebody could ever do. So I'm telling you right now, somebody ever spit on you, Marcus, in a game, I don't care what it is, you better immediately take that sucker's neck off. All right? Okay? If you ain't never heard anything else from JD, I want you to go absolute carte blanche, crazy attitude. I can see the craziness in you, Marcus. I know you got like that. You talk about that bacon. Yeah, I know you got that in you. I know you'll rip a throat out. I know you can. Somebody ever do that? And then, you better lay into that sucker as hard as you possibly can. Okay?
Yeah, but if it ever happens, yeah, during our flag games, they get pretty testy out there. There have been fights that have been broken up, more like the kind of the NBA fights, JD, where everyone's like in their face, everyone's got to like, hold them back, like no fist, no fist overthrown, but it's like yo, what's up? And everyone's like trying to like break it up.
I hear you. Look, you know I'm a man of peace. Okay, I am. I'm a man of peace. I always like doing that. But that sucker do that, man. You better throw dirt and everything in that sucker's face, rocks, sticks. I don't care what it is. You throw it at sucker right in the throat. Don Peterson, right in the throat. Absolutely. 100%. Don feels me on that one. Gary Holland said that absolutely, JD. That's a fact. Don't let nobody spit on you. That's the highest disrespect.
Yeah.
It is. And people know it. When they spit on, they know it. That's how they like, you ain't,
Well, I'll say this, yeah, I'm lucky I have not been, no one, they think higher of me than to give me a loogie, so that's good. No loogies to the face, that's good.
Yeah. I'll be shocked somebody spit on you, man, but you be some nasty folks out here.
Yeah, no, for sure. Chad, they better bring out the cuffs for me. He was the only one to calm me down.
That's a fact. That's right. That's death right there now. I tell you, hey, I don't have to worry. When I know something needs to be handled, never handled it. He'll handle it before me. You know? I had to be the one pulling back, got me down. That's for sure. Love you now. Sure.
But so this game is Broncos. I mean, no Al Wilson, obviously, but I don't know what Sean Payton's cooking over there, but this is a good defense that we're about to face this week. Last week might have been an outlier based on the numbers. I mean, they got the Ravens dominated them big time. So obviously we play Tampa Bay, one of the worst defenses in the league. Offense looks right. Pat throws for 3 touchdowns, first time in like a year doing so in a game, almost 300. Hunt, 100 yards. But Broncos, on the other hand, a little different than Tampa Bay's defense. So just looking at the numbers. So Broncos, okay, well, first off, last time we played the Broncos, they beat us 24-9. Mahomes had 2 picks in that game. So Vance Joseph, he's got something cooking, I think, against at least based on last year. But so outside the Ravens loss last week, their defensive scheme, their blitz heavy, it's their skill sets to their players. They've been dominating. So right now, top 6 in yards allowed per game, top 6 in passing yards allowed per game, top 10 rushing defense, top 10 scoring defense, and this is crazy. Top 10 scoring defense allowing 17.9 points per game, and that's with allowing 41 points last week. So that just tells you. I think it's number 3 in the league. Number 2 in sacks with 35 and at 7 interceptions this year. JD, obviously, this is not Tampa Bay's defense, but what do you want to see from our offense to kind of replicate what you saw last week against a defense like this?
One thing you had to do pretty much what the Ravens did. We run the football effectively, right? Play action, run on them, throw the ball, and we got, and you could exploit this defense. I think any defense has its weakness in it. We got to do a much better job up front. We didn't do a good job last week, man, in this game. The last 2 weeks, I would say, getting some yards where we need it. We need a little bit more. And so I think, obviously, drive field, we're doing a good job against them, okay? Pretty talented linebackers, pretty talented in secondary, okay? And we know that. And so Pat Surtain, second. The other dude on the outside who's Riley Moss. So they got some guys. They do. They have a really talented defense, young defense. Vance Joseph got them playing at a high level. But I think that's the main thing is you just got to pressure those guys. Okay, protect the football. Pat's got to protect the football. Pure and simple. They take chances. They'll jump balls. They like sitting in zone and run a little bit of man. They mix it up a whole lot defensively. So I think our attack has to be the same thing. multiple tight end sets. D-Hop, Worthy, moving them around. The motion obviously is going to help, mess up their communication on who they have. We do it better than anybody else in the league. Nobody else motions and moves around like we do, Marcus. I think the only one that maybe does a little bit of that is the Rams. I would see the Rams move around, a whole lot. But other than that, most people are stationary. We like moving our guys around. And so we know we've seen Travis, D-Hop, those guys actually eat. And so I think it's going to be on the menu again this week. That's what you do. So hand it off to Kareem Hunt, okay? Open up your play action. Give the ball to D-Hop, Travis. Watson comes in, Noah Gray and all those guys. Let those guys, everybody else filters in where they need to be. So, no, I like our shot against them for sure. So, and we ain't forgot that loss either. Believe it. Believe it.
Yeah, albeit that was at Denver. That wasn't in Kansas City, but nonetheless, not the best showing the last time playing them. But yeah, you're right. I mean, we're going by, Raiders took care of business. Last time we played them, we lost. Took care of business. Now we're coming back to Denver. But yeah, I mean, look at their team. Benito's got 6 sacks. Cooper, who just got a massive extension, 5.5 sacks. Zach Allen and Franklin Myers both with 4 sacks. So, I mean, this is a team that's just throwing passers at you. I mean, and to be second in the league right now, I mean, it's a good test as far as, last 2 weeks, offensive line, I remember, we've said they haven't looked the best, not the sharpest. It's going to be a big test for them. Come on, baby, go. Yes! That's a first down. This football season, I'll be putting down normal sodas like Coca-Cola for Olipop. Olipop offers a healthier alternative with its low sugar content and natural ingredients. Olipop is more than just a drink. It's a wellness companion that supports your digestive health. Packed with prebiotics, this fizzy elixir helps promote good bacteria in your gut, leading to improved digestion and overall well-being. So go ahead, click the link in the description and use promo code SODALOVE and get your can of Olipop so you can enjoy the game guilt-free. Go Chiefs. Use the promo code SODALOVE for 15% off now.
Well, that's why you run the ball at him. That's why you run at the pass rushers. Benito's a young guy. He's undersized. And so with a guy like him who's a little bit more lanky, like I said, more smaller frame, you run at him. That's how you negate the pass rush. Okay? You keep beating them jokers down. Keep hitting them in the ribs, keep hitting them in their thighs, in their neck, and everywhere else. I think I see somebody up here talking about I smack them in the helmet. I think D'Amico Spence said that earlier up there. Yeah, I'm smacking helmets for that. When you talking about the spitting on people. And Dame, JD, we test chins around here, as you should, Big Dame, as you should. But that's what you got to do, Marcus. You just, when you dealing with a pass rush, physicality is what takes care of all of that. It negates all those things. Beat them up. We're talking about test the tens.
And you saw that second half was 8 straight carries with Kareem Hunt right out the gate, right out the half. I mean, first half, they kind of went away from it. Last 2 drives were flat, and I don't think they ran the ball much with him in the last 2 drives of the first half. Second half, they come out 7 or 8 straight carries with Kareem. That's what you're talking about. They went back to that ground and pound.
You got to do that. You have to. And especially, on a field like that, I mean, the run's in your favor. The run's in your favor. And that's all you just need a little bit. Just need a little bit of hold, open up the crease. But what you want to do is you want to lay on that defense. So when it comes fourth quarter, them jokers are wore down. That's just the formula. It's the formula for it. So
you saw Kareem Hunt doing the feed me, baby.
Feed me. Feed you we shall. And you heard Pat say, run the football. You heard him say it. I'm like, Pat did that? He knows.
Yeah, Pat already got his 3 toes at that point. He wanted that game to be over. He knew Kareem was going to get in there.
Mm-hmm.
So we got another contribution from Amda. Really appreciate you, brother. When Juju returns, who will be the X, Y, and Z receiver and who loses snaps? Watson or Hardman? Both have been Johnny on the spot the last 2 games. Very true. Very true.
Our offense, it's not like everybody else is not. You don't have a really typical X, Y, Z receiver. everybody's interchangeable. That's usually how it is. That's how it works. Y obviously is the tight end. X is your, that's your split end. Z is, that's your main wide receiver. So you can say Worthy's going to be, if we name it guys, Worthy would be your Z, split X. You can do D Hop, Justin Watson. Like I said, man, we just don't run typical things other than just Y, right? But you could line your Y up with Travis and those guys too. So, but with the question of Juju, I don't think it's going to look any different than what we've done filtering in. We got to make sure that his hamstring is going to be healthy as well. But he comes back and just makes our offense even that much better. So, and him and D Hop together and Worthy, good look.
Yeah.
Hardman, Watson, yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. I like that receiving core. I like it. I like it a lot.
Not a lot of, I would say, like home run hitter type guys, but a lot of guys who reliable hands and get the ball and get you the ball down the field, get you chunks.
Well, sure, we see when Worthy get a home run hitter.
That's true.
D Hop caught that one was a home run hitter. It was like, oh, okay, D Hop still got that in you.
Yeah.
Right? So we gonna take shots. That's what I love, Marcus. Because when you do have guys like that, it opens up for Pat saying, look, hey, you better not go to sleep. You bet not. You do, we're going to get behind you. We're going to hit you over the head. So that was a beautiful throw and catch. Beautiful throw and catch.
It was.
But yeah, man. Yeah.
Todd Rouser, I hope I pronounced that properly, with the contribution. Really appreciate that, Todd. Really appreciate that, man.
Appreciate you, Todd. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, man.
Chad, keep running the ball just like last week. They eventually got tired, and that's when running started to pop.
That's it. Big fellas get tired inside. You see them hands on the hip, man. Bring him down and hard breathing. You're like, oh, yeah, there it is. There it is.
And that overtime, because we ran the ball so much and so successfully, the play action, we don't usually see play action on our offense, but it was working to perfection.
Oh, yeah. That's how it's supposed to work, Marcus.
Yeah.
That's exactly how you draw it up. That's the effect of it, right? Because then all of a sudden you have to respect the run. You have to respect the run. And so it goes into being tired as well. Like, oh, here comes Kareem Hunt. Play action, boop, over the top. Okay, right behind him. It's hard because then you start having your druthers, you're having your pick. It's a long night. Yeah. It's a long night. So yeah.
Don Pearson, we just went over that, brother, with the Browns question. We just went over that. It's good. Tough in this offense with the what position each guy's we playing at.
Yeah. They switch up, Don, different places. So that's what I love about our guys. They can play inside and out. More so outside guys would be Watson, obviously, and Worthy. But Juju and D Hop can play anywhere. So,
G-Pick, appreciate the contribution, man. Really appreciate it.
Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate it.
Everyone's been fantastic tonight. We really appreciate that.
Yeah, man. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much for your generosity, but also, too, for your time. We always have a good time when we out here, man.
Yes, sir.
Talking to you all. So,
yes, sir.
Said B feeling those burger, Greg's Rose.
Did you guys see him in person? Because he is enormous. Yeah, you're a big guy, but me when I see it, and he's an NFL player, I'm like, oh man, holy crap! But like, Vea is huge, and just seeing the linebackers who are big, like Avante David looks like a little kid next to him.
Yeah, Vita Vea's he's a big guy. He's like large. He's wide. When I seen, because I should have walked closer to right there when they was coming out. Mm. But I didn't want to get in the way. But yeah, this jokers out there. Boo! When I love the boo. Yeah. So
how small was Baker? Because I hear he's a lot smaller. Obviously in the camera he looks bigger, but probably he looks like a smaller stature guy in person.
Yeah, I mean,
he's listed at 6 foot, but I think he's I've read he's more like 5'10".
Yeah, it's like maybe 5'10", like I said on the phone booth, 5'11". On the phone book. So Yeah, but I don't realize. Yeah, Mike Brennan said they just. Well, I don't realize how big I am to other people either. You know, like I was like me in the Menahu. She was like, "Oh, you're taller than Menahu." I'm like, "Yeah, shoot, Menahu's slim and in shape, and I'm sitting over here doing chief concerns, loving it, loving it." So, yeah, no, he's not as tall as Pat, man. But he's he's shorter guy. It's kind of hard when you have the helmet on too. Helmet gives you about 2 or 3 inches as well, so it looks like he's got good size on him.
That's true. And then when you have a flak jacket too, it makes you even look thicker.
Oh yeah, yeah. A little pudgy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you as well.
Appreciate you. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.